Let's speed run it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of The Wylde Beyond. I am this week joined by the full cadre of the Wylde Things. Say hello, Wylde Things.
Hello, Wylde Things.
Yep, why not? Just going to speed run through some announcements really quick. This is an 18-plus stream for language content and for drug use. Please clip your favorite moments of the stream. We always appreciate that. There is a sub goal for Misty Mountain Streaming. If it gets to 150 subs, they will release a 15% off coupon for everyone. If it gets to 250, a 25% off for everyone. So subscribe, follow, do all that. I think that's a speed run of the announcements.
And if it makes it to 500, Wraught will kiss every member of the party.
You heard it here. And we have it recorded. So let's just go ahead and run that intro video so we can get straight into the goodies of The Wylde Beyond. When we last left the Wylde Things, you all had begun to investigate this section of the Feywild, the Fields of Spring, called by some Thither. After an initial bumpy landing in the beautiful Fields of Spring, you found your way to the town of Vale Crossing, and realized quickly that it was a vibrant, lively, wonderful town. So some of you split off and looked at some animals that were for adoption. Others went to a nearby bakery, while still others of you split off and went to the local tavern and inn to see what could be seen. Over the course of this first few hours in Vale Crossing, you all learned a lot of things. First of all, your image of the town as idyllic and beautiful still hasn't been fractured. But you have learned a little bit about the history of what's been going on here in the Fields of Spring. You learned that there used to be a king who ruled over this part of the Feywild named Oberon, the Green King. But he has, for some 10 years or so, been absent. And in his absence, goblins have started a logging operation on the magical timber that can be harvested here in the Fields of Spring. A practice that, while Oberon was king, was prohibited. But without his influence, the goblins have begun to seize this opportunity under the leadership of one named the Great Gark. The mayor of Vale Crossing, Tyric, requested that you all, or suggested that if you all were able to end these logging operations, either through deception, stealth, or through destroying their equipment, the town would be willing to reward you quite handsomely. You also learned, or at least half of your group also learned, that the Sheriff Grimm of Vale Crossing has been pursuing a predator that he called the Snark. Yes, there is the Great Gark and the Snark. Don't get confused. It's the Feywild Things rhyme. The Snark is some predator that the sheriff has been unable to acquire a description of because, according to him, no one who has encountered it has survived. Otto got wrists deep into some droppings that the sheriff claimed were from this creature, investigated it, and got its scent, so to speak. While this was happening, Wraught, and later Melon, were chatting up some folk at the Underfoot Tavern and Inn, including, but not limited to, Gertie, or Gertrude, the bartender, a dwarf who lost his companions and his memory, and that Wraught, through some detect thoughts and probing deeper, discovered his memories had been altered, ripped out. You also spoke with a familiar, tall, dark figure, Charm, who offered you some work if you wanted to help her merchant supply, specifically offering you 200 gold for a troll's eye, and was offering you either an answer to one of the questions you asked, or 1,000 gold for a unicorn horn. You also spoke with a bard named Caesar, and an aspiring magician named Alice, and a sleepy old man named Eustace. It was quite a roleplay-heavy section. And when we last left off, those who had been out exploring the town are just now entering into the Underfoot Tavern and Inn. And as you all step in, you see Melon and Wraught, who have just finished their conversation with Alice, the apprentice magician. And so it is now inside this tavern, this homey, cozy tavern with huge overstuffed armchairs, one of which a lanky old man is thudding back down into a perfectly shaped outline of himself. And so it is here, inside the Underfoot Tavern and Inn, that we rejoin with all of you. What you up to, everybody?
I'll get a table.
Absolutely, there are several. So you snag a table, pull over some chairs, enough for all of you. Easily done.
I will pour out the baked goods that I got from the bakery 2 episodes ago out onto the table for everybody to share. You guys, I met the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my entire life. Now, okay, I know a lot of people, but oh my god, she was so pretty.
Where?
Did she smell like...
Well, you know what? I'm not going to tell you.
You're not going to tell us where she is from or what she smells like?
Well, you said where?
And Bodie want to know what... Bodie, did you want to know what she smells like?
That's because I was currently smelling these bitch-ass pastries, man, and I just was wondering if she smelled as beautiful as these do.
Yes. That would be correct.
But also, where is she? Tell us.
Okay, fine. She's at the Enchanted Oven. She's the baker there. She actually asked if we were going to be going out to like the dark areas of the forest, if we would be able to keep an eye out for some hummingbird mushrooms, I think, for her. She's going to use them in a baking contest. So, you know, maybe she'll give us some more baked goods, but maybe she'll also go on a date with me. But, you know, that's the lesser important thing. Yeah.
Shoot your shot. Be respectful, but shoot your shot.
Utmost respect. If anybody knows their way around like a hot oven, they could probably shove me into it. So, you know what,
Maybe don't start with that line. But, yeah.
Bodie, do you have any hummingbird mushrooms on your shell? You seem to have one of everything.
He turns. He can't fucking see it. He turns on the other side. He can't fucking see it.
Just for fun, I will give you a 1 in 20 chance of having this particular unique to one section of the Feywild mushroom. If you roll a nat... Actually, I'm going to write a random number between 1 and 20.
Okay, I just rolled it in D&D Beyond, so...
Okay.
Don't look at it!
What'd you roll?
I don't want to tell you, I'm nervous. That's a 15.
I put a 9 down. So, unfortunately...
No, I don't fucking have that. Though I'm really hankering for it now for some reason.
I mean, if we find any, we'll transplant some onto your back so you'll be able to have them. But the name Hummingbird Mushroom sounds fucking adorable, so why not? Anyways. Okay.
They eat hummingbirds.
Well, shit. Okay, either way. It would be cool to have them anyways. So, yeah. Bakery stuff. We all got to meet the mayor. Looks like they're having some goblin problems, chopping down a bunch of wood. Outside the forest, he asked if we would be able to go and shut them down and would give us 1,000 fucking gold for that.
Why are they making us shut down beavers? I mean goblins? I mean wood? What?
Goblins, beavers, they all explode the same.
Something with wood.
Because they don't have an army here. Like anybody that can fight. So they can't deal with the goblins. What'd the sheriff tell you guys?
Let me keep up the literature.
I don't know
Are you-
what to do.
Are you asking me? Because I was with you.
Yeah, you
Oh.
and you make up unflattering stories about people out on the porch, but Otto and Bodie went and talked to the sheriff.
Otto,
Oh.
you look a little ill. Are you feeling all right?
Oh no, I'm having a great time. The sheriff is looking for this mysterious creature that's killing people called a snark. There's no picture of it, but I can track it if need be.
How can you track something that you don't know what it looks like?
He had evidence of things, and I just, I'm used to tracking things in the wild and stuff from, so it's fine.
Does anybody else smell something weird?
You don't smell nothing.
Yeah, wait, why are we aggressive about that?
Huh? I don't know.
You don't smell nothing.
Yup.
Yup.
I lost my smelling 3 weeks ago at the carnival, so
You want to smoke some weed? It might help.
You really knew that.
worth a shot.
Yes.
But I do have a question for you guys. So, if we don't want to stay in this area for very long, the next area is what? Yawn? Is that right? Bodie, is that right?
Yep.
Cool. We should probably figure out how to get
Directly
there,
north.
So, after this place had the fucking fog wall, so I imagine we're gonna run into another bullshit kind of blockade for us because, par for the course for our lives. So
We're the bullshit brigade at this point, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
we're doing some hunting
Right.
down of information on that bit. Wraught, what you got to?
Oh, we do know something about Yon. We know that it's occupied by some kind of people called the Unseelie.
Fairy people.
And they have a
Is all
court.
feeling okay? You're very strange today.
Me?
Me?
Yes, all of you.
You?
What about Otto?
Otto's extra weird.
What about you?
Otto bit his tongue while he was eating, and I could tell that
It
he's
hurts.
in pain.
He actually hurts physically in real time.
They're one.
We're all
snake
fine.
now.
I think we're fine. I think we're probably just a little
Yeah.
tired, a little bit.
I guess personally, I'm a little upset that I haven't found a baker since getting here. Personally, so that might be showing on my emotions.
As much as a dragon can, I'm gonna make a face like I sucked on a lemon.
I mean, don't we need to smash a stupid mirror first?
Yeah. What? How's your arm looking, Otto?
Huh? Oh.
The next line is starting to fade away from those tattoos. So let's see, there were 7, is what you negotiated down to. You had 1 day of full travel. So, and it has now been, you've been in town for 3 hours, took you about 3 hours to get to town from where you crashed. So, one is entirely gone, and the next is halfway in terms of translucence. Time keeps on slipping.
So,
Slipping.
so we need to do the mirror thing. Actually, can I make sure no one's like listening in on us as we're talking about
Sure.
this part?
Make a perception check.
You know, I got a room. We can talk about this in the room after we get some drinks.
8.
8. You look around, and you're looking to see if anyone is listening in on you, but your eyes end up getting a little distracted by the dice game between this all-white tabaxi and satyr, which is happening nearby. And the satyr tosses his cup of dice. You have Queen Mab's luck, I swear. But you don't see anyone watching you converse.
Okay, so mirror thing. Snark, Gark.
That's gonna get really confusing.
It sounds like all of them are kind of like in the shitty places in the woods, so might be able to go like pop, pop, pop.
Just
Which
like
one
goblin heads.
Yeah, which one is the closest, do you think?
I guess we'd have to check the map. As for what we figured out around here, let's not all look at once, but sitting in the corner is...
Bodie looks.
Goddamn.
Gromp also looks.
I'm still eyeing these pastries on the table.
Stop
it's so
waving
hard
at her.
going after them.
Is that your
Oh.
baker woman?
No, that's Trump. Oh, wait, you were unconscious. Never mind.
Yeah, the figure that you all see that Wraught attempted to subtly direct you towards.
I slap every person who immediately turned around. I just leaned across the table. I'm like,
She is currently drinking a tankard of extremely dark beer and wears all black attire. She has it's a black mantle, so shoulder piece hood combo, and then a black hat on top of that. She has just a small cutout section here that reveals her bone white skin, and is only here her face and hands that is anything other than covered with black fabric. The hair that hangs down from under the hat, black. The lips, black. Eyes, fingernails, all black. And as you wave, she gives just a quick gesture with her fingers. Not a come hither, but an acknowledgement, and then continues to drink her drink.
I asked her a couple of questions, like how she got in without aggravating the Jabberwock, what she knows about moving on, if she knows anything about a mirror, and she didn't answer any of them. But she did tell me that if we brought her a unicorn horn, she would either give us 1,000 gold pieces or an answer to one of the questions.
I'm sorry. And Bodie gets very concerned, so much so that he puts his joint out and tucks it into his shell. A unicorn horn?
Yeah, what about it?
Only the most innocent creature in all of the realms?
What, more than kittens? More than Otto?
Yes, canonically, yes. So I am just confused as to what, first of all, why the fuck does she want it? Also, I'm not doing that. There's no fucking way I'm cutting off a goddamn unicorn horn.
Second
So-
that.
Well, here's the thing. If she gives us the answer to how to smash the mirror and save your life, wouldn't it be worth it?
No, I'm not fucking doing it, man.
Fine,
I
just
actually
stay
have
home.
smashed plenty of mirrors in my days.
I'll smash a fucking mirror. I'm smashing a unicorn horn. Oh, no fucking way. That's bad juju for life. Mm-mm.
I'm gonna glance across the table over at Kai and then at Melon and just give him a little shrug, but that shrug is not a commitment one way or the other.
Unicorns are super magical, and they
So
bring
am I.
good people. You are a walking dragonborn with a growth defect, but you're still nice.
You are nice. We've been saying that. You're nice, for sure.
I take whatever Otto is eating and I put it in Melon's mouth.
Yum, yum.
I hand Otto the joint that I'm smoking.
Well, if we're not into, well, at least you guys aren't into
Compromise.
killing unicorns. She also needs a troll eye, and she'll give us 200 gold for that.
I'll fucking do that in a heartbeat.
I'm not allowed
Absolutely.
trolls.
Oh, see. It doesn't need to be unanimous, or
I have a quick question, Wraught. Did you ask what she needs it for?
Why do I care what she needs it for?
Just because evil as a concept?
Oh, okay. Is that your opinion of what's evil, or what's evil just as like a written law?
Well, I would say not everyone look at once, but look over at. She seems kind of not on the unicorn side, you know?
You're typecasting her.
whoa. Bodie puts his hand. He stands up. He puts his hands on the table, and he looks at everyone in the eye. We are not going to stereotype in this group.
No
It is
killing unicorns, no
inappropriate to-
stereotyping.
It is inappropriate to judge a book by its cover. I think it's fucking sus as shit that she wants unicorn horn, but I'm gonna say, you know what? I could service the other side of her needs there. Okay? And I'm not talking sexual. I'm talking about the eye thing.
I'd vote
Just
for
to be
Bodie
clear.
to be our ethics officer.
Yeah, y'all need to get your shit together because this is fucked up. We need to get on the same fucking page. We are a team.
Well,
So the page is unicorn because we're not doing the troll.
Well, don't you think you can stereotype someone a little bit if they take off unicorn horns? I'm just saying, like, I know you shouldn't as a general
Yeah.
idea, but someone that steals unicorn horns is not they're not a good guy.
Thank you so much, Gromp, for enlightening us to the other side of this argument. That is very forward thinking of you, and I really appreciate. Unfortunately, right now we're going to need to put a pin in that to move forward to collect more information as to the personality of this particular individual. Don't all look now. Buddy looks over there.
Also, one more thing. For the troll thing, if we're thinking about the guy that was on the bridge, unfortunately, we talked to the mayor. The village likes him. I don't think they'd be particularly happy if we went after them. And since we're staying here, that's a problem if we decide to go after their best friend troll. So, I agree with Bodie on that. We're going to put a pin in that bit. But, you know, if we're hurting for money, let's just go kick some goblins' asses.
For sure. Cut and dry shit. We love that. It's more philosophical stuff. Tomorrow's problem.
Otto's our own little serial killer now. I think he'd be happy to kill some goblins.
You want to kill some goblins, buddy?
Yeah.
I take a very slow sip of my drink, and make sure it's like really loud. Like, shh. Does anybody else care what else I found out, or are we wanting to argue a little bit more about what we're doing next?
I care.
I care exactly what you have to
About
say,
these
Rod. Thank you
pastries.
for speaking up.
I don't know why, that just made me more angry.
What can I say to make you happy? That's all I'm looking for. I'm looking for the gold star, girl.
And there are, as the door opens, you can hear a group of nearby dogs that starts yipping and barking in the background as children
Is that
run
the dog from
by.
the pet store?
As children run by chasing them and the door shuts again.
Rowdy place out here.
A lot of pets here. It's cool.
Better than frogs.
Not as good as hamsters.
What?
Oh yeah,
Fucking
Rod.
love
you didn't get
hamsters.
you didn't get to see the animals with us, but they do have hamsters here.
I
I've
don't
never
like
seen a
animals.
hamster. You don't?
No, they'll hate me.
He looks around,
Go
realizes
figure.
we're all animals. Huh.
Yeah, see, I've always got the impression that Bodie really I take the joint back from Otto.
Well, we've established we're a petting zoo. Totally understand that. DM, what time is it?
Bodhi is sweating.
At this point, it is definitely approaching dinner time. Difficult to tell for the record because just as hither was perpetual twilight, The Fields of Spring is perpetual afternoon, so the sun is not a good metric. However, based off of the food people are eating, that the population in here is starting to increase, and the way the drinks are flowing, you're definitely guessing it's towards the end of the workday.
Okay, how about this, everybody? We've had some baked goods, just to liven up. How about we have a drink? We have like an actual meal. We all sleep in a fucking bed rather than on the floor or in the dirt. That seems like a novel concept. And then tomorrow we can go and beat the shit out of some dark, whatever it is out there, and some goblins.
Dark snarks and goblins.
Okay?
Yep. Sounds like a good day to me.
Or, Wraught, did you have any other things that Charm told you?
We have not Charm, but that is a very sad dwarf who lost his adventuring party somewhere here, and someone modified his memory to make him forget why they were here or what they were doing. And yes, I tried to dig up the parts, but it didn't work. It's all like you took a piece of a puzzle and tossed it under the couch.
Man, sucks to be him. And I get up to go get drinks for us.
Also, that Bullywug's instrument is garbage, and they're very sad about it. That little gal who seems enamored with the Bullywug is the worst magician I've ever seen. And that is a very old, sad man.
So everyone here is either sad or pathetic based on Wraught's metric. Good to know.
Including the rest of you.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, I think that's standard for all company involved, right, Wraught?
Pretty much. Also, I don't know if it matters, but like all of his group were humans. It was very strange. It was like one dwarf and 3 humans. I don't know if they just needed like
Diversity hire.
Diversity hire.
Are like any of those still alive?
I don't know. I mean, it didn't show in his memory. That part got snipped out.
Okay, so any lost humans running around we'll keep an eye out for, maybe? Make him a little less sad. Because, you know, we all know that the weird emotions thing bringing in the stupid bugs that, you know, get in your faces after, you know, the slaughter of the evil children.
There is one person I haven't spoken with who seems a little funky. I don't know if somebody else wants to talk to him. You see that guy at the bar? Don't everybody look at once. Damn it.
Bodie looks.
God damn it. You know, I'm going to start leading with, I'm going to like start giving you guys turns to look where I'm pointing, or we're going to practice being subtle. That's what we'll do, is we're going to practice being subtle. And she points at the male Eladrin sitting at the bar. He's very antsy, and I don't know why.
The gentleman that Wraught indicates, as she said, is a male Eladrin. He has auburn red hair that matches beautifully the leaves that adorn behind his long elfin ears. He has relatively pale skin, a little bit of attractive scruff on the chin. His eyes shine brightly in the dim light of the tavern, and his hair curls like the roots of a tree. His clothes themselves seem like plants that have been shaped into clothing. And as Wraught indicates that he seems antsy, you do see that he is bouncing his right heel while sitting at the bar.
Can I jerk my head at Otto and Gromp and go get him, boys?
Oh, I've already left.
Never mind.
I'm with him. I walk right up to him.
Bye.
The Eladrin is currently nursing a cocktail. A glass of... Actually, not a cocktail. A glass of sweet, sparkling white wine as you walk up to him.
Hey,
Hello?
how are you?
I'm... Well. How are
That's
you?
great. I'm doing great. I'm new here in town with me and my friends, and I like meeting new people, and you seemed really, really interested. I like what you've done with your hair and your clothes and everything. I just wanted to say, you know, Where did you get it from, or did you make it yourself?
No, I don't have the skill to fashion clothes of my own, unfortunately. Rather standard fare at the summer court, however, so it's not that unusual where I'm from.
Oh, are you royalty? And he just grabs a stool and
Oh, and as you scrape the stool over, no, not royalty. Sir Del Goldenpetal is my name, a knight of the summer court.
Oh, nice to meet you, sir.
Del.
Del, I'm Otto. I'm the Witchlight Monarch, I guess. I've been telling people that because I got crowned that. I
So
don't
that...
really know what it means.
Well then, and he gives a hand to the chest with a cocked smile and a small nod of a bow. Your Majesty.
I don't know what people keep saying that for, but I like it. It's kind of cool. You remind me of a friend that I met when we first got here. I met a night before too. He was a fairy dragon. His name was Sir Tabalar.
Ugh. He rolls his eyes and gives a scoff of a sound under his breath. It was a... Never mind. Yes, Sir Tabalar. I'm sure a noble knight of the summer court. Indeed. Was there something I could help you with, Your Majesty?
Oh, well, I'm really good with people, and I'm pretty low to the ground because, I'm kind of tiny.
Yes.
And I was wondering what's got you so nervous and jittery, and I'm going to point directly to his knee.
A knight of the summer court is never nervous or jittery.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
19.
19. What are you specifically trying to look for here?
I know when people are hiding something because I do it all the time. When I'm nervous, I have a tick, and I know people's ticks when there's someone's really nervous and you want to hide something.
He, after saying that, or actually prior to his protestation, just very briefly chewed at his lower lip before delivering that line, which makes you feel a little unsure of that that's quite true. I was simply sent here to keep an eye on the goings-on in Vale Crossing, and that is what I'm doing. And as soon as the Summer Court sends word that I am to return, then return I shall. Yes. With carrying over that 19, when he's talking about the Summer Court calling on him to return, he sounds a little like his conviction wavers on that point. Like he's a little unsure. You feel like he's been here longer than he expected.
Oh. Well, Sir Dale, how long have you been here?
6 months or so now. But it should be any day that they send word, and I will return.
Oh, they forgot his ass there.
What?
Sorry, no, that was just me.
Alright, if you say it out loud, I'm gonna think it's in character.
You said 6 months? Like 6 months this time? I've learned that time in the Feywild is a construct.
No, 6 months material plane time. No, of course, 6 months this time.
Hey, I'm still learning new things about this area all the time.
I apologize, that was impolite of me. I am better than that. I apologize. So, I... Fortunately, since I've been here as long as I have, there is another service that I can still provide to Queen Titania, and that is to be the judge of the upcoming baking contest and to find her a new chef. I am sure that is why they bade me linger here so long, was so that I could cover both functions at once, and then as soon as I have judged that, I have no doubt word will be sent for my swift return.
Sir Dale, also, hey, be careful when you buy. Oh, yeah. Oh, are you getting another drink?
Oh, yes, sorry. This one has
How
a
many
hole in
have you
it.
Oh, how many have you had so far?
Ooh, and right then the glass gets swapped out. About to be one more.
Oh, I'm gonna look at the bartender. How many?
And Gromp walks up to you at this point. Armful of beers. And one for you too, Otto.
Thank you, bud. How's it going?
Stardust Stout. And I just
Ooh.
walk back to the table to hand it out to the rest of everyone.
Fucking knows I hate stouts. Anyway, so here's cheers to the Sealy Court and your boss. Also, Sir Dale, hey, I'm gonna whisper this to you. Come here real quick. You gotta be careful when you bite your lip too many times because you don't want to peel the skin off, and then if it gets the booze in there and it kind of burns.
He worries at his lower lip for a second with his tongue. Thank you, Your Highness. Very
You can just
appreciated.
call me your buddy. You don't have to do the whole highness stuff. I'm more of a rabbit of the people, if you think about that. I care more about people than the overworkings of all this rigmarole when it comes to titles and whatnot. I see you as a person that, whether you have a lot of money or you don't, I judge you on by the merit of your character, pretty much. And you seem like a nice guy, but you're going through some stuff, and I get that. You feel like maybe that your higher-ups have forgotten you, and I understand that because I've worked for the man a few different times in my life, and it's okay.
You certainly understand how to cut to the quick of things.
Yep.
Were you Eladrin, I would say you would make a fine addition to the Knights of the Summer Court. But, you've given me much to think of, and more reason to drink. Your next round will be on me. You got the stout?
I like ale,
Ale.
but my buddy is real nice to did this, though.
Goody! Could we have a Shroudwood ale for my friend here? Right you are, Dell. Begins to pour it out for you and brings it on over. Thank you for your sage counsel, Your Majesty.
Just call me your buddy Otto.
Maybe I could beg one additional favor. If I know nothing about baking, I'm not sure I am the most qualified to be the judge. Perhaps if you wished to aid in the judging of the contest, we could consult together.
Yeah, I could do that.
If you know anything about baking, that is.
Oh, no, I really do know a lot about bacon. No one's really ever asked me about it, but I do love pastries. I love bacon. It's like my favorite thing. Me and my mom used to do it all the time, and we'd feed like all of our family.
That is fascinating history, but very appreciated. Thank you. That takes a great deal of weight off of my shoulders, Your Majesty. You are benevolent. And he gives a wry smile as he says that, giving away the fact that he's playing a game, essentially, with the Your Majesty stuff. You're certainly not one of his actual monarchs that he pays fealty to, but he's maintaining the facade.
You know, you don't have to keep doing that. You can just be yourself.
Say, title... No, I gave that up long ago.
Well, that's no fun. There's got to be something there before you got all knotted. Like, what did Dale do before he got the fancy sword and the fancy title? Did you have any hobbies or something like that?
Well, yes, I studied history, strategy, swordplay, understand the fundamentals of blacksmithing. I studied with healers when I was young so that I knew how to do field triage as well. So, yes, of course, prior to being knighted, I had plenty of studies and hobbies.
Dale, that's all shit you do as a knight.
Well,
What
of
did you do
course,
for
then.
fun? Like, did you learn how to play an instrument? Did you dance? Did you know how to paint? Something cool. Something that's just you, Dale.
He looks at you and gives you a quirked smile for a second. With all respect, Your Majesty, you do not understand what it is to be a knight in the Summer Court. This is all I have wanted.
Right. I don't know how to be a knight. I know how to be a person outside of doing things.
Feels like they don't appreciate you and all of your skills.
He just cocks his head that way, and with just a final nod to you, Otto grabs his wine glass and walks off from the bar, walking upstairs to the suites.
Nice meeting you.
He downs the glass, and before even making it to the steps, clink, sets it down on one of the tables, and then continues heading upstairs.
Joe, would you... I'm sorry, Joe. Wraught, would you consider that a sad or pathetic man category?
Have you ever met a perfect marriage of two things? Like, I don't know, Melon, you like chocolate and peanut butter, right? I don't like it, but I know you do.
It's like raw meat and hot sauce.
Tragic. I'd call him a little tragic, perhaps. Ah, the elf without the heart we met recently.
It's just a lot of sad people here.
I didn't really remember everybody being so sad when I was here.
Well, you know what sad people means. It means that they have problems and they're willing to pay not sad people to fix their problems.
Would that make us sad?
Big smile. Big smile.
Oh, we'll be happy. Oh, money! That's right. Money is the root of all evil. Sadly, it rules our lives. That's right.
In any event, I got us a room for 3 nights. They're quite expensive here.
Give me
So
some
I
help.
hope some people don't mind taking the floor.
I got my shell. I'll be on the floor.
Well, what shall we pursue tomorrow? A little bit of a walkabout? I was thinking about checking the job board just to see if there was something else we could add to this incredibly long list of things to snoop about.
Yeah, we can take a look at that. Maybe 1 or 2 other shops on the way out to kick some goblin ass, and I do have a map. So, Kai's gonna slap his map, the Percy gave them, down on the table, and it has what is the equivalent of 0.9 and 0.3 circled on there for the places that you told us about last time, because I have it in my OneNote.
Golden Fields is 3, which is the goblin camp, and 9 is southeast,
Yeah,
which is...
where the snark was.
Yep.
And maybe find out where that mirror is.
And maybe a unicorn.
Just because.
The mirrors and 7 in the Shroudwood.
I will circle that one in a crayon too.
Where did you get the crayons?
I've always had the crayons.
You know the red ones are my favorite. No, don't eat that.
Take
That
it
one's
off my
mine.
body.
That was mine, though. I'm saving it for later.
So, as you all discuss plans for the next day, is there anything else anyone is wishing to do this evening?
I'd like to check the job board just to see if there's
Sure.
anything that looks interesting or easy. Like moving furniture.
Walking over to the notice board, which is right at the end of the bar, on the wall, you see 3 things currently posted. There is a wanted sign, wanted snark, dead, not alive. An empty square, generous reward offered by the Vale Crossing Sheriff. You see a second posting, assistance requested, procurement of rare ingredients for delicacies of the utmost quality. Inquire at the Enchanted Oven. The third posting you see says casting call, seeking actors of all races, ages, and genders. Come audition at Motherhorn, the grand amphitheater of Yawn, and make a name for yourself across the Feywild. And then in smaller scrawl at the bottom, this is an unpaid opportunity.
So not that one. Come back to the table with a fresh drink. Well, it looks like this shit that we already have. Man, we're good at sniffing out opportunities. Actually, no,
nothing
Gromp,
new.
there was the one there for you, but I don't know how into unpaid internships you are.
Oh yeah, I'm actually a huge fan.
That's not a good thing, Gromp. That's like low standard thing.
Well, you know, I'm not in it for the money.
Kyle even slap said, "Never do your work for free."
So while we're talking about plans for tomorrow, since there's nothing new on the boards, I am a little worried about my friend Otto and his arm. And I was thinking, these other things we're just doing for money, correct? Just to become richer and happier?
Also, so we can stay and sleep while we look for, where we're going and what to do about it. Because I don't know if you guys have any money on you. I seem to be the only one, so I'm paying.
No, but I figured that we could use like a couch surfing app or something.
That's called sleeping in the dirt, Grump. That's called sleeping in the woods on sticks.
Yeah, it's not that bad to do that.
If you could, yeah. Bodie sleeps on his shell every night. I think. I don't actually know anything of it. I've never actually seen you sleep, Bodie.
It's true. I sink into there. It's the coziest in there. I mean, sometimes I lay in the bed if I'm feeling extra freaky. But that's only because I like the way the covers feel on my skin.
You crawl out of your shell?
No, what the fuck? No, it's part of me, my guy.
Oh, yeah, that's why I'm sorry.
I'm not a snail. Did you think I was a snail?
No, I just think that I need some sleep. It's been a long...
I just took like 2 psychic damage from that image.
Do you want some drugs?
Unlike Gromp here, who apparently is okay with sleeping on the floor, I've slept on the ground for most of my life at this point, and I don't need to continue doing it. So I would like to sleep in a bed, and that means
I'm on the floor.
Do it and getting food and stuff. So I'm gonna actually go to bed. Good night, everyone.
Okay, good night.
Good night. Except I think I actually am sleeping on the floor tonight, right? We only have 3 beds.
We have 1 bed, Gromp.
No, yeah, totally. Yeah, and when I said before that I was okay sleeping on the floor, I am. I am okay with that, so I'm gonna go do that.
Kai will probably just be curled up in like the corner of the bed where they go up, just like in a ball.
Bodie is going to look at Otto. Man, energy's really fucking weird right now. I'm gonna go to bed. You gonna go to bed?
I'll stay up a little bit.
Are you gonna
I'll stay with
meditate?
you.
Be mindful? Oh, that's nice. It makes me want to stay
No,
up.
we're gonna check out the fucking nightlife.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Oh. Wait. I got FOMO real bad. Can I go?
Hey, you can come, bud.
Right. And he looks at Wraught and he kind of like holds his hands together and gets a little bashful and he takes like his leg and he like kicks at the ground a little bit. Is it okay if I come?
I thought you wanted to go to bed and sleep on the floor.
Well, that's till I heard that you were gonna go out and I gotta make sure Otto's okay.
Insight check.
Wait, where did I fuck? Oh,
He wants to hang out with you and he's super nervous about it, but he wants to go. That's his motherfucking insight.
Fine, you can come, but you're paying for the first 2 rounds.
No, money ain't shit, whatever, let's go.
We don't actually need to roleplay this. I just wanted to go out and have some drinks and like
Heck yeah.
punk around a little, despite the fact that the sun never goes down here, so there's no actual nightlife.
Cue Austin Powers nightlife scene now. Montage.
So yeah, if you head out and experience the nightlife as it is here in Vale Crossing, the main way you can tell that it's evening is simply the population difference and the general vibe difference about the town. There aren't as many people out. Those who are seem a little bit calmer. The music in the town center, it's just a little bit sleepier, a little bit slower. There are large, ranging from normal size to softball size, fireflies that you can see start to blink around that seem to still know the general schedule of things despite the lack of any moving sun. Is there anything or anywhere in particular that you are trying to go, or are you just walking around experiencing the place?
Bathhouse with drinks.
So, in order to get to the bathhouse, you have to go into Blackberry Row. Blackberry Row is a part of Vale Crossing that is quite upscale. It's where all the fancy folk live. And it is all the way to the west. You head over there and this has a slightly more vibrant nightlife. Outdoor cafes set up with people sipping what smells eerily similar to spiced espresso. And there are small fountains.
Maybe one of those.
Small fountains that are bubbling all around. Children running around their parents' feet. It seems like a nice place. When you ask around, you get directed to a place known as Euphoria. And there are a set of smooth, natural stone steps that lead into a quiet area entirely enclosed by nature. And there are misty hot springs here that of various sizes, surrounded by lounge chairs. And the springs themselves are filled with soaking patrons as the springs gently bubble, almost as if they were inviting you in personally.
Does it look like there's a cover charge?
As you start kind of enviously scoping out the the patrons in the springs, a elf woman walks over to you. You can tell by the way she's dressed that she works there, and she informs you that you can enjoy the entire evening here at Euphoria, including one complimentary drink, cotton towels, a luxurious robe, and waterproof slippers, all for 10 gold.
per person or
Per person,
in
yes.
general? Oh.
I'm going back to the room.
However, may I assure you that it is money well spent. You will never find yourself feeling more relaxed than after a day spent here at Euphoria.
I look over to Bodie. I know where we're coming when we kill that unicorn, and then I walk off.
Okay, killing unicorn.
She's joking. We would never be so savage as to kill a unicorn.
Ha ha ha! Quite good. Good one.
Yeah, she's working on it.
And what about the rest of you who stayed behind? Is there anything you all are up to here in the tavern, or are people heading to bed?
I'll probably go on up and force Kai into more of a cuddle so he's more comfortable.
Okay. So in that case, unless there is anything in oh, yes.
Well, Gromp actually can't sleep on the ground, so while they were out for the night, for the first 2 minutes, he was shaking around, and now by the time they get back, they find him at the dice table.
Wonderful. Okay. Where are you?
Fuck.
You head over to
Classic.
it is now a over the little while you've been here at the tavern, several folks have entered and exited from the dicing table here. The two figures have remained consistent, the all-white tabaxi and the satyr. As you pull up a seat, the tabaxi, who is relatively small for a tabaxi, so about 3 feet tall, and as you sit down, "Hello, mate, you looking to play some?"
Always looking to play.
The satyr looks at you, catches your eye, and glances over to the tabaxi and then back at you. "It's a bad idea. No one ever wins against paws."
Well, what's the game?
You ever played Cat's Eyes?
No.
Simple game. You have dice, you're trying to get the highest result without going over 12. And if at any point you roll 2 dice that have both 1s on them, you win. But you have to announce it when you have it.
Seems like it's a game of luck. How is it that you never lose?
Oh, just consider me kissed by the devils.
And what are you guys playing for?
Well, funny you say that. As you ask, Paws finishes pulling in the pot that he had just won. "Well, this is your first game. Want to make sure you have a chance to learn it before you lose everything. How about a 1 gold piece buy-in?"
And I'm looking to get a bed. You think there's a chance I could win that?
Well, hey Gertrude, how much is a bed? 5 gold, Paws. Oh, if you win 5 gold, I guess you could go to bed.
I put a gold piece on the table.
Okay, so could you please roll initiative? This is not for fight. This is just to determine order of events.
Then they stab him.
Oh God, they tied. They both rolled 7, so I re-rolled. Then they both rolled 12.
I also rolled a 12.
Jesus. Okay, you are going to go second. So the first thing that's going to happen, so go ahead and take out a gold piece. So right now, we have 3 gold in the pot. Could you roll me, and don't tell me what you get, but roll 2d6.
Ethan, would you like any of us to play as the other characters?
Let's have one of you do it. Because I need to play as Paws. So,
I can do it.
since you suggested it, why don't you go ahead and play as our satyr, whose name is Kofias. So, could you also roll 2d6, please? So, on each of your turns, you can choose to do a few things. You can stay and lock in your number. You can choose to and take no further turns. You can choose to roll again. And that's basically it. And if you go over 12 at any point, you lose. So, Paws is going to roll an additional die for his turn. Gromp, what about you?
You roll. You have to roll 2 more die, or just one at a time.
One each time around.
Yep, I'll roll 1 more. Okay.
It's up to you, Kofios. You in or you staying?
I stay.
Must roll well. Looks like it's you and me, big boy.
And he picks up another die from the central pool, rolls again. He then will hold on. Yeah, he will, making sure I knew the rules of the game. As he rolls his 4th one, he lifts the little screen he had and reveals a 3, a 2, a 1, and a 1. So he had double 1s.
Cat's eyes. First game is mine. Sorry, chaps.
And
Oh,
he
you rat.
pulls the 3 gold in.
Oh, but that was lucky. I mean, how often does that happen? How about this? We can go again. You can start. That's the better position anyway. I got lucky starting the game. How about that, big boy?
Put another gold piece down.
Oh, now that you know the rules of the game, don't you want to play something a little bit more exciting? What about a 10 gold game? Get some skin in it.
Let's give him a little bit of a fighting chance. Let's start out at 05.
I put 10 on the table.
Attaboy. You in, Kofios?
You know it. I just got paid.
Wait. And I looked to Cobius. Maybe we should make this a one-on-one. You know.
What, you don't want
A
to
real
win in
competition.
30?
I'm okay with 20. I think it should be me and him. And I
Oh,
look
no,
up
no,
at
no,
you.
no, no. We gotta play for a bigger pot. That's the fun. Come on, Kofios. You in or you out?
You know it.
30 gold is in the middle. Could just Morgan, representing Kofios, roll against Pause, because Pause is giving Gromp the first roll. What'd you get?
My total currently?
Just a straight D20 roll.
Natural 1.
Okay, so Pause will go second. Gromp, go ahead and, or everyone go ahead and roll their 2d6.
After I roll, I kind of twitch and turn to Pause. It'd be a shame if you just kept rolling that dice, you know? And I cast Suggestion.
Ooh. Okay. Now, I want you to be aware of a few things before you make this decision. I just need you to have all the information so you can make an educated choice.
I think I am aware.
It is a spell that has verbal and material components. And so therefore it is very clear that you are doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. So, who are you casting it on?
On Pause.
On Pause.
Wisdom 14.
What was your suggestion?
That he busts. He rolls till he busts.
So as you do this, Pause just kind of robotically reaches out to grab another die. And then as doing so, Kofios,
Hey! You're cheating!
Calling me a cheater?
Well, yes, you just pulled out. You just did magic. Magic's not allowed in the game.
I kind of look around. Who saw me do magic? I look
Well,
see if anyone else.
I mean, for what it's worth, I also saw you do it. I mean, I feel like it's a really good idea for me to roll this die, but I did see you pull out, what was that, a little bit of honeycomb?
Well,
And then you
except
said, and then you
yes.
said some words, and then I suddenly felt like rolling
Gromp
another
runs.
die.
just bolts. And as
out the front door.
oh my god. Okay. So as you just fly
You
out,
left your money at the table.
fly out the front door, and Pause and Kofios just watch over lean over, watch this happen, watch you run out, and then Paws just looks at Kofios.
Well, what'd you have?
I'm gonna roll again. I can keep going.
So they just continue their game.
I'm kind of just sitting outside, and since everyone's still or whoever's out still out, that's where they'll find me.
Yeah, I will say that because the rest of you had indicated you were heading to bed, I do believe. So Bodie and Wraught were the two who went out. And Otto. So the three of you, as you start to head back to the tavern, do see as Gromp is just... And Gromp is outside the tavern, just nervously, like, running his hands through his hair, taking his hat off, and putting it back on kind of frantically.
Bodie leans in, looks at Raw, and then looks at Otto. Well, buddy, puts his hand, looks like this is a you problem. And he puts his arm out for Wraught to take her inside.
I'll take his arm, and as we're passing Gromp, I'd like to shit, where'd it go? Telepathically get into his brain and go, money is the root of all evil. Like really sing-songy.
I deadpan, look over to Wraught. Time to kill a fucking unicorn.
What the fuck, man? And then he's gonna shuffle them inside, and he's just gonna mean mug you. What the fuck?
You thought I was bad.
So
he's got this.
With Bodie and Wraught heading inside, that leaves Otto and Gromp still outside. And Clapperclaw. Just because he can sense drama.
He loves the dick.
How was the night out?
Why are you outside?
Just lost half my savings. I know I told you it wouldn't happen anymore, and I didn't want it to happen, but I couldn't go to sleep because Wraught is poor and couldn't get us enough beds to sleep on.
I am so glad I took her inside. Oh, you be in shit.
Puts his mug down. Gromp, buddy, have a seat with me, please.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
Yeah, shh, just sit down. You know, why do you do these things?
Because I couldn't fall asleep.
No, I need for you, for the first fucking time in your life, to actually take responsibility for your fucking actions.
Well, so you weren't there, but I did try to use magic to help me win the game so that I could make the money, so that I could get a bed for you to sleep on too. So it was for both of us.
No, it wasn't. It was your own shitty ass pride that you have and your addiction issues when it comes to gambling. I have money. I don't mind sleeping on the floor, Gromp. That's where I grew up at. I'm fine with that. I can open up a drawer and sleep in that. I'm tiny enough for it.
Yeah, and soft.
You wanted a bed.
I wanted a bed.
No. You wanted the fucking bed. All you had to do was say, hey, I want a bed. That's all you had to fucking say, and I would have bought us a room. Gromp, if I'm not here, I can't keep bailing you out. You have to think about, if I'm not here anymore, what's going to happen to Gromp if he gets too far into shit again?
Yeah, you did get me out of some bad spots before.
Gotten you out of a lot of spots, Gromp. Something that you don't even fucking know about. Don't fucking smirk. I'm being fucking serious right now. You have to be okay if I'm not here.
Yeah, you're right. I know you're right. I know.
Get your shit to fucking together. and then I'll walk off.
Gromp just sits.
Come on, Clapper Claw.
Yeah, okay. Whatever you say, don't want to make you mad.
And what we see is Melon and Kai already fast asleep. Bodie and Wraught walk in, find their spots to start to
I
rest.
kick Melon and Kai until I get most of the bed.
Yeah, for the record, both of them are probably like curled up in tiny balls on like the corner of the bed. The bed is by no means fully taken.
Just a little while after Bodie and Wraught come in, Otto joins in a bit of a huff, but soon finds his own spot to settle in for the evening. And Gromp, as you eventually walk back into the tavern, the satyr is gone, but Paws is still sitting at the table, and as you walk by, he gives a little
Round 3.
Maybe next time.
and just watches as you head upstairs. And before we take our long rest, as the 6 of you are now in the room together, is there anything, any conversations, or anything anyone wishes to do before sleep? No? Okay. Well, in that case, as you walk in, Gromp, and you hear a few people snoring away, and you see Otto not quite asleep and gives you a look when you walk in. You manage to... Oh, yeah.
I see Otto. I go to the corner of the room, lay facing the wall.
With a little bit of tension in this room, the shades drawn to block out the brilliant high afternoon light from outside. You will take a long rest, and we take a break at the same time because it's a totally fitting time to take a break. So, go do what you gotta do, but don't change that channel because we will be back in just 5-ish minutes. So, we will see you soon. Bye, friends, for now.
D&D players, does this ever happen to you? Man, I sure love not exploding. Spontaneous human combustion has 200 cited reports, and none of them own Misty Mountain gaming dice, so why risk not having them? With the wide selection of unique and stylish dice, there's absolutely a set that's going to speak to your unique character. I mean, yeah, but what's the big deal? I can get dice anywhere. Uh-oh, 201. But I'm glad you asked. We also carry leather-bound books, leather bags, dice trays, pins, and even miniatures, all with free shipping within the state. Misty Mountain Gaming also supports fantastic charities from the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, the Hospital of St. Jude, and Extra Life Gaming. So not only are you getting sick dice, but you're helping people while you're doing it. Hey, thanks, I just got the Ballad of the Bard dice set. And do you feel like you're gonna explode? Nope. So visit Misty Mountain Gaming today and use code Mosaic10 to get 10% off at checkout, or check the link in the description.
Yo, J Mosaic, what's up?
Yo, what's up, Damien? Okay, 202.
And we are back. So, you all get some sleep and wake up the next day. What are we doing?
That was our first long rest after the balloon freaking crashed. Jesus.
So it's been like 3 sessions since a long rest. When the first of you awakes and comes downstairs, it is much emptier than it is later on in the day. In fact, of the people that you previously saw, the only ones who are still here at this earlier hour are Gertrude and Eustace. Gertie is walking around attending to the few folk that are there for breakfast, but is in the process still of cleaning up, getting everything ready for today, while Eustace is still out cold in his chair. Though there is already a cup of a type of coffee that is steaming away on the small table next to him.
I believe Gromp is up very early before anyone else is awake and is down sitting at the bar.
I 100% track him with my eyes when he leaves the room.
Gromp's a little creeped out because she sleeps with her eyes open, but like I felt like there was some connection there, but I'm not sure.
All right, so you are one of the first to get up. The day is all of yours, so let me know what you all are doing.
Ideally, murder.
I'll be up next, and I'd like to go down to the kind of the lobby of the inn. I'll see Gromp sitting there, and I'm going to get us both a coffee, and then sit down across from him and lace my fingers together and stare at him without blinking.
It'll be 2 silver for each coffee, or for the 2 coffees.
Gromp's just looking down and sharpening a blade.
That the sword I gave you?
How long have you been? How long have you been there?
The whole time you've been down here. Mm-hmm.
You've been here the whole time?
I've been here the whole time.
Hi, Dropout TV. How's it going, everybody? Hi, Sam. Hi. Please see that.
No way.
No way in hell.
It is the sword you gave me. Thank you.
Well, you'd lost yours. I mean, we couldn't have you being completely defenseless.
Yeah, no. I mean, and the harpsichord you gave me, I appreciate both weapons. The weapon of love and the weapon of a weapon.
Seems like the love weapon isn't working very well lately. I can't say so myself.
Well, that's why I was trying to get to bed last night, so that maybe I can change that, but now I cannot afford a coffee.
You know, for most of my life, I didn't care about
anybody other than myself. You could say the vast majority of it, including now. But there are a couple of things I've noticed from other people, not me. Stop agreeing with me.
Sorry. Look down and start sharpening the sword again.
You know that's a rapier, right? You don't have to sharpen it.
Well, it's a tick.
Okay, we're gonna get you a knife that's just like a really shitty knife to sharpen when you're nervous, okay? We'll get that for you today. No, stop disagreeing with me too. Just stop nodding and shaking your head at me. It's very confusing. The point is, when you love someone, including yourself, you have to make sacrifices. And sacrifices suck ass. And they hurt and they're terrible. They're very, very bad. Nobody wants to do it. But when you do it, people do notice.
And you're saying that I should do that?
I'm saying you should do something that really is just really, really awful. It's just the worst. Honestly, from personal experience, it's just the worst.
And that is sacrificing myself.
No, not like dying in combat. Jesus.
I'm sorry, can you explain then what?
Gertrude comes by and clinks a carafe as she refills your coffees and gets out of your way.
Thank you.
Gromp, I'm gonna give you a present, okay?
I love presents.
Great. Give me your arm. I'm gonna take him by the wrist, and I'm gonna take one of my claws, and I'm gonna start just shallowly carving into his arm. And if he tries to pull away, I'm gonna try not to let him.
I do try to pull away.
I'm not gonna let you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna carve.
What are you doing?
Try into his arm.
Jesus Christ. What is... how does this help me?
That's something you're gonna look at every time you have an impulse. Because when you have an impulse and you give in, I'm gonna carve it again bigger.
As this
Understood.
as this is happening, you're having this conversation. There is nearby a small handful of mugs and tankards that had recently been washed and set out to dry. And as there's this moment of pain and tension and chastisement, if either of you happen to glance that way, and if you don't see it, but we do, we see as two of the tankards in their upside down posture almost seem to frown, the handles of them forming long noses, the rims kind of creasing like brows as they frown at this moment, or look like they are.
Wraught, what the fuck did you have on your claw? What? Do you see that too? I feel like I might be tripping.
You probably are, let's be real. Everything here is weird. And
Yeah.
as for the claw, probably just mud. I mean, we
Okay.
did crash into the ground at 1,000,000 miles an hour yesterday.
No, like shrooms from Bodie's back.
No, that's not my jam, let's be real.
Gertrude walks by the drying mugs and sees them frowning, does a quick glance from them to the two of you, and then flicks the mugs. None of that now. And the frowning face goes away. All right, keep it light. And walks away from you two.
I hold up my coffee. To a new beginning and a good day.
I'll cheers and go to trying.
To try.
Who comes down at that moment?
At this point, Kai comes downstairs with like his map under his arm and a bunch of crayons under the other. Like, I'm gonna do some mapping out of plans of where we're gonna go and what we're gonna kill. Oh, this seems like it's a heavy conversation. I'm gonna go to another table.
Anyone else coming down at the same time?
I'll probably be coming down shortly after looking for them crayons.
Unfortunately, Kai took them with him.
Stop stealing my crayons!
Bodie, Otto, you two still sleeping, or are you coming down?
I'll be last.
All right.
Okay. As I wake up and I see Otto. Are you sleeping in, or are you just
No, it's
need
it's
alone time?
It's one of those things where when you first wake up from you're the last person to wake up at a convention,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just kind of just your brain is trying to reconnect with your body,
Got it.
but you can tell that something is kind of meh. It's just there. Good morning.
Hey, man. And he's gonna. I mean, he looks the same every day. He just wears some linen pants, so he ties them a little tighter, and he dusts off his shoulders. I'm gonna go down and get some grub. You wanna go?
I'll be down in a little bit.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
You right? Yeah.
I'll be fine. Gotta put on my face.
And he pats him on the head. You're a good friend, Otto.
Sometimes I don't feel like it, but thank you.
Yay. And then he's gonna sink his legs into his shell so he can get down on your level, and he puts his hands on your shoulders. We do the fucking best we can, man. And what you do with this thing, and he points at your heart, is the most important test of your character. And from what I've seen and kind of maybe heard unintentionally a little bit, you're doing the thing a good friend would do. It's gonna be okay. I'll see you later.
All right. Have you left the room?
Yeah. Bye.
When Bodie leaves, Otto kind of looks down at his arm and sees that the one of it is completely gone. So we're at 5 days now.
5 remaining tick marks on your arm.
Yeah. You're probably gonna die. Well, we're gonna do a good thing as long as we help people. That is what our legacy will be. If we help people, that's fine. That's what we're known for. Have the letter, get it to her. Feelings are there, so it's fine. Not gonna die. If I do, it's okay. The others will be okay. Gromp will be okay. They'll finish the mission and they'll get it done. Who's a big, strong rabbit? You are. Your heart is big. Your mind is big. Your feelings are big. You can do this. You're better than what you think you are. And when he says that, it flashes to the dark Otto from the mirror reflection. You're better than what you can be, or what you're supposed to be, or what you could be.
Before you
Hmm?
Before you walk out of the room, as you've been saying these positive affirmations to yourself, you notice that on the dresser, where the mirror you were looking into is affixed. You didn't notice it there before, but maybe it was simply easy to overlook. There is a golden acorn. Just sitting there.
I want to pick it up and take it.
Okay. You pick it up and take the golden acorn. You now have a golden acorn. Be sure to write that down.
Okay.
So, as you descend the steps, you see your companions and a handful of other people currently in the Underfoot Tavern and Inn. Kai and Melon at a table, a trading off between Kai looking at the map and defending his crayons. Wraught seated near Gromp, who is currently looking at his forearm intently. And Bodie, who is...
Yeah, good morning!
Hey, Bodie, you want to take a seat?
What the fuck is that?
And
I
Gromp
pull his
very
sleeve down to
quickly-
cover it up.
Yeah, Gromp very quickly hides it. You want some coffee?
Yeah, I didn't know if I want any of your sus coffee, you two.
There's nothing there's nothing happening here. It's not.
And he looks at Gromp specifically. Coffee's nice.
And the coffee that Gertie is serving in the morning is coffee dusted with something akin to cinnamon powder on the top of it, and is delightful, just the thing to awaken the mind and the senses. So, the day is yours. What are we doing?
I pay Gertie for a thermos of it.
Wonderful. We'll say that's 3 cups of coffee, so 3 silver.
As we all go around a table, Kai's going to bring over his map and slap it back down on the table, very dramatic light, and go, all right. Put a knife in it. Okay. There you go. Oh, man, they went right through Valewood. Okay. See, we're not going to do a foreshadowing thing. That is my only knife right now, so I'm going to have to take it back. So, either this morning we're going to go out and find stuff on town. If anyone wants to do their shopping thing, go for it. But it kind of
With
seems...
what money, Kai?
I feel like I'm like the actual person here who has the least amount of money because I came here with like 2 fucking gold and I got 2 more yesterday, so... Well, 4 more, whatever.
I have nothing.
Okay, you have nothing, but you always have nothing. Finally,
Fair.
I have less money than Gromp here. The rest of you, I imagine, probably have some sort of money, but great. Either way, we have a couple things to do, and I have the map here as well with, I'm going back to Sarah voice, the direction for where we're going. So I have the map. So the closest one is probably going to be point 3, which is the goblins, correct?
So looking at your maps, yes, Area 3 and Area 9 are the 2 main areas that were indicated for you. So one more to the east and one to the southeast. They're relatively equidistant. The one at the east was where the mayor indicated the logging camp of the goblins was, and the one at the southeast, just a little south of the marker the mayor made, is the circle made by Sheriff Grimm indicating where he tracked the droppings of this creature, the Snark 2. Both of them are, well, the circle from the sheriff is a little bit larger than the circle from the mayor, because the sheriff was indicating a general area, while the mayor was able to indicate more specifically where the logging camp is.
Okay, so Sheriff actually said he would pay us for doing the goblin thing, which means we will be able to afford more nights here, be able to resupply stuff, and then be able to go back and do all the stuff with getting the mirror and saving Otto so that he doesn't do whatever is bad. Why are you guys raising your hands? We're adults here. Do you need to use the bathroom?
Well, no, you said the sheriff. It was the mayor that was going to pay us for the goblins. Sheriff's
that's what I
paying
meant.
us for the snark.
You see,
also-
we're having a fun time, so we just didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah, you got it. You're doing great, bud. You're doing great.
Get out of my house. Get off my table. Okay. So, Mayor said he'd pay us for the goblin thing right here. So it would be worth doing that first. If we get our asses handed to us, then we can come back here for the rest of the night and then go and deal with the snark and then the mirror thing.
But
we
what
know
if we
these are
die?
there. Then we drag corpses back. Okay, great.
The mayor also was giving us 2 horses and gave us some more horses at a little bit of the cost of the pot at the end of it, so we can
Horses
get
don't
across
like me.
this.
You would be correct. So we should probably do that first so the horses don't have to sit there and then we have to deal with that logistics. So I would recommend we go and deal with the goblins first.
Wraught.
Was there a reward for the snark, or is it
500
just like,
gold was what the sheriff offered.
Oh, now that's more interesting.
Oh,
Because
I'm
listen,
sorry.
goblins are like, I'm not against the idea of killing goblins, but they're, intelligent. They might have some intel on this mirror we're looking for. If it's a murderous beast, then we're not going to get any information from it, but it might be easier to kill than a camp full of strong goblins.
The mayor's giving us 1,000 golds to kill the goblins.
Okay, I'm in.
And we can still ask them questions before, obviously kicking their asses and sending them on their way.
Plus, we have no idea what the creature looks like. Just can track it if we come across it, and that's like finding a needle in a haystack of an entire field of hay.
What if it's just a little rabbit with sharp, pointy teeth?
No. What that thing ate? No, it's not small of any kind.
How do you know what it ate, Otto?
I've seen
I dug
big
my
shits
hand in
out
the
of small
shit.
things.
Ah, that's what
why I
that
don't-
smell was. That's
Yeah.
what the smell was.
Yep. That's what happened.
What was that, Melon?
I've seen small things make big shits.
Okay, so does anyone need to buy anything? Do we need to go talk to anybody? Because I, for one, am destined for violence this morning after being kept up by some very tense conversations directly below my window last night.
In terms of
Let's kill.
In terms of buying things, just so you know, in terms of less frivolous shopping in Vale Crossing, so not counting the numerous bakers or bars or fine fabric dealers, the two main shops that might be of interest would include the Bailey's General Store and the smith or armorer, the woodcutter's axe.
Ethan, are you sure that the Bailey's doesn't have like chocolate and liquor?
I will throw something at you. Through this screen.
I would like to go to, what was it, the woodcutter, and I need to buy the shittiest knife they have. Like the cheapest, shittiest knife.
Well, if you all want to hit up the woodcutter's axe on the way out of town, you're easily able to do so. Otto?
Melon, you know that quiver that you got from the love flower?
You got it.
Oh,
It's there on your back.
you're right, I do. What is that, Ethan?
Oh, we talked about it previously, but now that you've had a rest, your character can officially know. It's the quiver that Amador gave you is essentially a quiver version of a bag of holding. You can store numerous things in it, including hold on one sec, let me find the exact description here. In the shortest compartment, it can hold up to 60 arrows, bolts, etc. In the medium compartment, it could hold up to 18 javelins or similarly sized items. And in the longest compartment could hold 6 longer weapons like bows, quarterstaffs, or spears.
So it's the quiver of Enola, so that's why I was trying to... Okay, bet. Well, all right. I didn't... With all the excitement from yesterday, I forgot that I had it up there. It's all
And
right.
all the
Thank you.
drugs!
Yep, those two. But I feel better now, and I got a good night's sleep. So let's go ahead and go.
So you all settle up. Anyone who had a coffee, please remember they are a silver a pop. 2 silver if you had breakfast. So just track that if you did.
With the room, Ethan.
Sorry.
Right, can you buy me breakfast?
It was, it was a really nice
And
room.
Melon a single gold.
So
And it's gone on breakfast.
wonderful. You all head
You
out.
spent the whole gold on breakfast? Jesus Christ.
After a filling breakfast, you all head out of the Underfoot Tavern and Inn. Are you in fact swinging by the Woodcutter's Axe, or are you heading straight out of town? Okay.
I made a promise.
The building that you find after just a few inquiries is a small building, and it has a second floor that looks like it was just tacked on. The sign, which swings from the front, has a carving of a pronounced anvil with an axe overlaid on top, and in very simple letters, it reads The Woodcutter's Axe.
I'll leave everybody else on or next to their horses, and unless they want to come inside, I guess, and head on in.
Anyone else going in?
I'm going in.
So, Otto's going in.
Considering the horses are also probably afraid of me.
Melon is also going in. So that's 3. Anyone else? Okay. Bodie, Gromp, and Kieren remain outside the shop, while Melon, Wraught, and Otto head inside. The first 2 things that greet you. First, to your ears, the sound of metal banging. And then, to your sense of touch and temperature, a wave of heat as you open the door, and it blasts into you. There is an enormous forge that takes up the center of this room. And the sound of the hammering stops as the man who had been hammering away at the anvil notices the 3 of you walk in and begins to approach you. He is a well-muscled young man. He has slightly tanned skin, sooty. He's sooty because he's simply covered in it from his work. He's wearing a heavy leather apron and has heavy leather gloves on. Also has light blue hair, pointed ears, and deep blue eyes. He has a circle beard. It's a medium-length beard, but it's more pronounced around his mouth and lips, a little bit heavier there. And the 3 of you, go ahead and just make me intelligence checks. I'll also allow nature, just to see if you know what heritage, what species this man is.
Let's see here. Do I want a -2 or a -2?
18.
18, okay.
19.
19.
16.
16, all right. I will say all 3 of you are able to identify that this is a winter eladrin. And he walks up to you.
Morning, folks. Name's Sam. Is there anything I can help you find?
Hello, Sam. And I'm gonna really obviously a long forked tongue comes out and licks her chops. I need a knife for a friend, but I need a knife that he can sharpen because he's nervous. So a really shitty knife.
That's easy enough.
And he walks back and just off of one of the benches just grabs a clearly unfinished knife. It doesn't even have the handle isn't affixed to it. It's still got the empty bar at the bottom of it, the very bare crossguard on there, but the blade has been already affixed.
Will this do?
That looks perfect.
Take it.
You sure there's nothing I can do for you to trade?
If you want to give me something in exchange of that value, you feel free.
I don't know if I have anything cheap enough.
Were you just coming in for a shitty knife? Surely I can get you all something better than that.
Can I do a little twirl on my heel and go, what would you recommend? I get hit a lot. I get punched in the face so hard I die on a throne.
He crosses his hands over his thick chest, and he looks around at the armor and weapons that are arrayed here. And you can see as he looks over them fondly, like a collector looking over his specimens, or almost like a proud parent. And even without a ton of knowledge about smithing, Wraught, these are well made. This Eladrin knows his craft.
Well,
Do they know any other crafts?
You can certainly try.
is there... You get hit a lot. What are you doing, if you don't mind my asking?
Enchanting minds, throwing flame, magic shit.
No, allow me to rephrase. What are you going to do that you need
Kill.
this equipment for?
Kill. I'm going to kill. I'm going to kill
Go
a lot
after
of
some
people.
goblins.
Goblins.
And hunt for a monster.
In that case,
He walks to a sword that is set off slightly on its own. It's hanging on the wall. And he, with very little awe or reverence, grabs it. It's a very pretty looking sword, very stylized. At the bottom on the pommel, it has a half-moon shaped piece of metal. The crossguard is very minimal, just enough to cover the hand. And it is a lithe, long blade for a longsword.
sounds like you all are going out to do good things. I haven't been able to do much good since I've been here. I can do this.
And he, while placing the blade on the back of his arm, puts the handle towards the three of you.
To assist.
Can I jerk my head at Melon?
For what it's
Yeah,
worth,
grab it.
this is magical. Should be able to cut a little bit better. Make things bleed a little bit better.
Melon, you gonna grab it?
Oh, I'm grabbing it, but it's like I'm gonna kind of back up and give it a couple swings. And you see, I am not familiar with the sword.
It is this thing, you aren't familiar with a sword, so you can't tell this as well, but magic is still magic, and it cuts through the air. And when you swing, you almost see the parting of the air, like the blade were cutting gossamer silk. Just... It is a very fine blade.
You will have to, attune to that one to get the full benefits of it.
Melon, that means you have to sit there and think about it for a little bit.
You know I'm not good at that.
I do hope that as a thank you, you might consider, if you do need any blades or armor, please consider old Sam to supply you with future ones.
Wait. As a thank you, what are we paying for this one?
That is my way of helping.
I don't feel comfortable taking anything for free, especially in this locale. Maybe I can trade you. I've got a little something that might tickle your fancy.
Very well.
Have you ever worked with dragonfire?
Haven't had that opportunity.
Like to go over to his forge, and I'll use one of my breath weapons as a dragon. Just take a big ol' inhale and like do the smallest, tightest, hottest flame I can towards the coals.
And the forge burns even hotter, the room which was already stifling in its heat, growing even hotter.
That's interesting. You know, That gives me an idea. If you ever happen to procure any cold iron, I might be able to actually work with it. If we could keep the forge close to that heat. I haven't been able to create the conditions or find the materials to work with any cold iron lately. And if you were to procure some and aid in the forge, I would be happy to craft you all fine weapons from it.
In that case, let me give you one other thing that I think you could make excellent use of as a down payment. That promise. And I'm gonna unhook the lantern off of my hip and hold it up and take off the cover for the 2 living coals.
Takes the lantern from you and holds it up.
Now that is interesting. We can call that a fair trade. Sword for these 2.
Treat them well, they're very dear to me.
And if you do come across any cold iron, normally you can find it in the caves in Yon, bring it back to me, and I'll create you something that would cut through even the toughest of Fae.
Give me something that cut through realms and we have a deal. I'm gonna swan out.
And he opens his mouth slightly when you say that, but as you start to back out, just Melon and Otto, the 2 of you still there.
Hey, do you have any like more tougher armor, like medium armor as well?
Absolutely. What are you looking for?
Something if I do get hit, I can just shrug it off.
He has, just so that you know, he can provide, he shows you shields and weapons that are magical. He has a +1 shield available if you want it. And if you were looking for medium armor, he has hide, chain, scale, breastplate, half plate, and they're all good.
Man, plate is always so expensive.
Yes, it is.
Medium armor.
Does he deal in kisses?
Hold
I
on.
thought you were gonna suck his dick. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really did. I just gonna turn my back and just let Wraught work her fucking magic. Oh,
This is an
Have you
18
seen
plus
these
stream.
teeth? Have you seen these teeth?
Oh dear.
Oh.
So in terms of medium armor,
because Sam, I'm an archer. I have to be mobile. So having a shield, even though I do use a short sword in case of things, I need to be able to be mobile and whatnot.
he walks over to a wooden dummy that is wearing a fine-looking chain shirt.
Well, what about this? A lot of archers that I know able to wear that and still move around pretty well.
How much is it?
50 gold?
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't got that. I'll be real with you.
Well, if you do, I'm here.
I understand.
If there's anything special you want made, you won't find better in the Fields of Spring, I promise you that.
Well, let's take care of what we got to do because of your offer from earlier, and we'll talk then. How about that?
Sounds good. Thank you for stopping by the Woodcutter's Axe.
And he just gives you a nod, walks back over to the forge, and the heat starts blasting again as he goes back to his repetitive work. And the 3 of you step back outside and join your friends.
As soon as I step back outside, I'm going to go over to Gromp, who's probably sitting on his horse, and present him with the shittiest knife in the shop. And I'm going to go, sharpen that.
We'll do.
See.
Just start sharpening.
And Kai?
Well, they were in the shop, and the rest of us were just on the horses. Kai's gonna lean back and look over at Bodie. Hey, Bodie. I mean, what do you know about any of this? This place, Yawn. Did you end up in any of these places last time you were here? Because, I mean, for me, getting spirited away to this, I don't want to say hellscape, but in a way it is, just because I don't know how any of this bullshit works. It's usually been in Hither, where it's just kind of been miserable most of the time, or like other weird realms of like the beast realm, and then like the realm of like where the satyrs go, and then they're like, what the fuck are you? We're going sending you to the beast realm because I'm blue, so, you know, weird stuff going on there. But like, when it comes to all of this, I have no idea where we are or where we're going. Like, what do you know much about where the fuck we are?
Man, the thing you gotta understand is I was on a lot of spores at the time. And it's really rough for me to kind of figure out where my feet were taking me from time to time. But I will say this. In all my travels, I don't think I've seen as much sad, I think. I didn't really go to, like, towns and shit. I was mostly in the wilds. Because, I mean, who wants to fucking hides the Kai 450-pound fucking turtle tripping in the middle of their town square? You know what I mean? Not trying to be a bad guy. Just kind of trying to journey on my own. But, all I know is whatever the person is missing and the person who's in charge, something's not right there, man. And I think the whole place is fucking hurting.
Kind of sounds like you've been here a couple of times. But, I mean, how old are you? And actually, another question. How did you even get here last time? Because I keep getting kidnapped.
No, I walked, man. I just fucking walked. And then I was like, oh, the fuck. And then a tree was like, oh, the fuck. And I was like, whoa. And then it just fucking, we talked for hours, man. This whole grove was tight as shit. It was cool.
So you were on the material plane and then you were just here because?
Yeah.
He said he fucking walked.
Yeah, but I also walked, but it was a whole bunch of steps between here and there of getting kidnapped and going between a shit ton of realms. Gromp, fuck.
Sorry, I'm
also,
restless without my knife.
How old are you? Holy shit.
Well, you know what? The way I look at it, man, age is just a fucking number. We are the culmination of...
Hold up, there was some talk over there. Bodie, you were saying, and then Kai?
I was just saying it's not really quantifiable. We're known by our experiences and the imprints we leave on others and the environment we live in, man. Not a volume of numbers, but somewhere probably around like the 250, 280 range, probably. Something, maybe more than that. Wow, fuck, it's probably more than that. I don't know, man.
I'd call it...
How old are you?
Like old as dirt. Holy shit.
I mean, dirt's pretty cool, so I'll be compared to fucking dirt. And he points down to dirt. You're fucking cool, dirt. I'm happy to be like you, man. And he's gonna like fake fist bump it. Yeah.
And I'm hoping that at that point everyone else walks back out of the smithy so that Kai doesn't have to answer how old he is.
Rude.
Yeah. The other three walk out of the woodcutter's axe with a shiny new longsword.
Damn, Wraught looking good.
What? I know I always look good. Melon's holding the sword, though.
You see me swinging it around
Damn,
like a
Melon
club.
looking good.
Hey,
I'm literally swinging it around like a club.
Melon, the one thing you need to learn about swords is while we're riding these horses, assuming you don't get thrown, you need to stare at the sword and think about swords the whole ride.
I wasn't riding a horse, though.
You do
In that
now
case,
have,
the whole time that we're traveling, you have to look at the sword and think about swords.
and you do now have 2 swords at your disposal, thanks to the mayor. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 horses. I said 2 swords. 2 horses at your disposal, thanks to the mayor.
Oh, thank God.
Yes, you have
Like,
2
wait,
swords.
What?
No, 2 horses.
The swords might be more useful.
It's true.
Now, where will we get the rest of the other horses from? He did say where we could go get the rest of them.
Oh, I'll walk.
Are you all sticking with 2 horses, or are you getting more?
Yeah, we should get them for everyone except for Melon.
Can Bodie fit on a horse? Let's be real. Look at him.
Oh,
They have stronger
don't say that
horses.
to him.
I'm not calling him fat. I'm just saying that he's wider than the horse.
If you all want to procure additional horses, each one will be an additional 30 gold.
We're not getting any more horses. In fact, we're not taking the first 2 because we
Well,
have to
those
pay
were
for them when they
counted.
die.
Those were, I mean, you don't have to.
No, the first horses were given to us for free.
And out of curiosity, just so that I can keep my notes all cleanly, Melon, are you hanging on to the longsword? Because clerics aren't naturally proficient with longswords.
I was going to get to that.
Okay. Okay, as long as you were going to get to it.
Why don't we get to it now, Melon?
It was a good travel RP thing, okay?
If you want to do it later, you can do it later. It's totally cool. All right. So, assuming there's nothing else, the 6 of you were we taking the horses or no? Okay, with 2 horses to aid you in your travels, a new sword, and a lot more information, you all head out of the eastern gate and bridge to Vale Crossing. And as you cross the threshold and leave the idyllic seclusion and peace of Vale Crossing behind you, that's where we will pick up for our next
Ethan,
session.
if I send you $100 right now, can we have another half hour?
Yes?
Great. Give me another half hour.
I mean, I can always be bribed for another half hour. With
I want
$100
another half
for a
hour.
$200 an hour to DM is not a bad average. I will take that.
God.
I will take that. But
I sell dice, guys. I've got money. Give me 30
alas,
minutes.
until my Venmo updates, we're going to say that is where we will close tonight's
Motherfucker.
session. Few things before you head off. First of all, don't head off yet so that we can raid another channel and share that love. But thank you all so much for being here, for sharing this story, for just being a part of this. We appreciate it more than we can say. Genuinely.
We love each and every one of you.
Also, we are off next weekend because Lauren and I have to work a convention. So we will be back on the 11th. May 11th.
And you won't give me another 30 minutes.
I know.
Hey, Ethan,
I
what
know.
convention are you working?
We are going to be at Anime Onsen in Colorado Springs, Colorado. So if you want to come, we will be guesting there.
Raise the money for anime.
Yes, we'll be giving away prints to raise money for Freedom Service Dogs. So, until next time, which again will be in 2 weeks, one last reminder is past episodes can be found on YouTube and on our Spotify podcast. Go buff yourself. The first 2 episodes are on there, and so is the little Daggerheart playtest one-shot that a few of us recently did. So until we see you next time, let's go around, say our goodbyes. Bodie, why don't you start us off? Lauren,
Bye.
excuse me. Okay, thank you, Lauren.
Thanks for being here. I appreciate you always. And the drama got thick tonight. I'm on the internet. You can find me, probably.
All right, Joe.
can't believe you wouldn't give me another 30 minutes of travel time.
Hold on, let me.
I'm gonna cry, and you're making me wait for 2 weeks.
I'm checking my Venmo. I mean, it's still,
You know,
still
you
where
said
it
you
is.
don't
It's still where it
see
is. I'm just
turn.
saying. So I guess you don't want it that bad. That's cool.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna get all blotchy.
Joe is Dice Dragon Joe. Go check out her dice. They are very good. Morgan?
Unlike Lauren, I'm not online. Good luck. Goodbye.
Good luck and goodbye. Mav, you are online.
Hi, I'm a black guy on the internet, and I play video games. And I have fun, and I play Dungeons and Dragons and TTRPGs with these two lovely people and all this lovely crowd here. You can find me on Digital Clubhouse TV here on Twitch when I play said video games. Right now, I'm currently going through Baldur's Gate 3, play a shit ton of Helldivers and Fortnite, and I just restarted Fallout 4 for the second time, and I forgot how hard it is to be a low level in this goddamn game.
Mm-hmm. Being low level sucks.
And I'm playing as my wife this Titless playthrough when I played as myself in my last playthrough.
Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah. Actually, can find me on the name that's under Morgan rather than under Califrac. That's just what I'm called online, but I don't post shit on that channel. And it's convenient that you guys are skipping next week because I have to do a freaking military drill on that Saturday, so that's not going to be fun. Great.
Well, you'll get that day to recover. And
At least I get paid.
And Devon.
Paid for 30 more minutes.
I'll just be doing cartwheels till the next time you guys see me.
Well,
Devon, do a cartwheel. Do a cartwheel for us, Devon.
Until we do see you next time, I am Ethan. I have been your game master for this evening. Please also follow our Twitch, Thousand Faces TTRPG, because we are going to be starting up in just a little over a week, honestly, a new campaign over on that channel, a 1940s vibe Curse of Strahd game with extra body horror. Just for fun. So please come check that out. I am also online, Thousand Faces Cosplay, The Buff DM, all those different places. Until we see you... Thank you, I appreciate that. Until we see you next time, friends, thank you so much for being here. Don't go anywhere so that we can raid, which I will get started right now. And until we see you in 2 weeks, stay wild, friends. Bye, everybody.
Stay wild.